speak. Some called me the White Rose, a paladin in pure white armor, said to be painted by a soul that was the very same. Away with you. What is it? We did more than obey the laws of gods and men. To fight lust, we swore an oath of celibacy. To fight indolence, we promised to be punctual. To fight passion, we refused to drink. And to fight greed, we often shared our spoils with the townsfolk. We were more than just honorable, more than mere knights. We were immaculate. Emphasis on the word were. The Knight of Thorns does not smell like a rose. He is a poisonous vine, and his touch is venom. About time. What? What?
How can I help you?
What? Ephraim's blessings. What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? What shall we do with the drunken Bosmer? Early in the morning.
See my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come off a bit rough at times. Here, take a look at this. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Magic is nothing but trouble. If you're set on it, there's that college... Take a look. They say Falian of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all matter of undead.
Yes, my lady?
What can I do for you, friend?
Yeah.
Lead us to our next task.
What can I do for you, friend?
Yes? Fine.
A glorious good day. Actually, I'm not in a good mood, but a normal one. I'm not the type to detour from bliss. My mind is only capable of one type of thinking, the positive kind, which is why it came as a shock to hear one of my friends accuse me of being, quote, less than courteous to him during a chance meeting in Skyrim. It turns out that he had the displeasure of meeting my doppelganger. But I myself have never been this far north. Kel the Younger is a feisty little child, and he often takes it out on his sister Froa. Ah, what can you do? Boys will be boys. According to him, this Altmare wore my face as if it were a tunic, and summoned my voice as if it were a spell, only he failed to use them in the manner for which they were crafted. He was rude, salty, and threatened my friend with bodily harm. In other words, he was strong. He was brave. For a sworn coward such as myself, I was rather intrigued at the prospect of meeting such a fellow. And by all accounts, she is guilty, if her mirror opposite is any indication. Do you mean separated at birth, like in the mirror? That would be something. Berdier Wayans is my favorite author, after all. I have always wanted a seventh brother. No offense to the 6 I already have. They are all wonderful. However, lately, I have been entertaining another theory. What if we weren't separated by birth, but by choice? What if we're the same person, having led different lives? Two Altmer of identical physical makeup, parting ways at one of life's many forks. The result is two vastly different personas. Skyrim having shaped him as much as the Somerset Isles have shaped me. Yes, if you think about it, we all start from the same place, a womb. From birth, life is nothing but a series of forks. We may choose the path of the warrior, the farmer, or the priest. We may choose to live in a village or in the shadow of a great keep. We can choose to spend our nights in the comforting arms of our beloved, or behind the hot, sweaty doors of a brothel. What choices did my counterpart make, and not make? Did he come to Skyrim for war, for greed, or for love? Not a regret, but curiosity. It was decades ago that I received that promotion to serve in Skyrim as an emissary to the High King. I rushed home to my wife that night, eager to tell her the big news. She said she had the same. I told her to go first. She always did. Had I went first, maybe I wouldn't own a spice shop in the Shimmerine, or know the names of every passerby who comes to greet me on Sunday morning. I wouldn't have those days on the beach with my son, wishing I could bottle up his laughter as if there were nothing more precious in the world. It all changed when my wife went first, when she brought my hand to her stomach and I felt it kick. At that moment, I forgot what I had come home to say. I didn't want him to grow up around war, so I left the Thalmor to start a spice business. It wasn't easy with the embargoes imposed by Hammerfell. The choice I made left me with little money, long days, and sleepless nights. And yet I had never felt so wealthy.
Maybe you could be a taster or something.
But I can do that right here, right now.
That's a good question. One that I've wrestled with since I boarded that ship to Windhelm. When I was a child, I dreamt of becoming a Justicar. Like most Altmer children, I'd heard the tales of their heroism during the Oblivion Crisis. How Erendil of Cloudrest vanquished 100 Daedra in as many hours, and the tale of the Golden Seven, who uncovered the plot by the traitor Ryandor. My skills in combat, however, relegated me to a life dreaming of battle as opposed to participating in them.
You need to take better care of your sister.
But she's so stupid.
She said you threw her into a goat pen yesterday.
Maybe she was being stupid.
Don't make me bring your father into this.
Yet, my passion for the subject was such that I sought other avenues. I trained to become a master tactician, be the playwright instead of the actor. Only life intervened. I knew I couldn't raise my son in a foreign
You like me
land,
so
and
much?
I could never abandon him the way my father
Why
abandoned
would
me.
he get?
Still, I can't help but wonder how my life would be different had I been free to pursue my dream.
But I can do
In
that
truth,
right here.
stranger, I have not come here to validate my own choice. I have come here to validate his. Yes, he was staying here at the Braidwood Inn. That's why I get nervous when the doors of the inn swing open. None more so than the first time. I thought, how would I introduce myself? Would I even recognize him? How many of us would recognize our own face if we saw it outside the mirror? It was silly in retrospect. With the war, trying to find a thumb or an ace march is like picking your nose to wipe your bottom. So I decided instead to enjoy the ambiance. I found a table and looked up at the vaulted ceilings. All that space, and the inn still feels cozy. I was curious as to how they light the chandeliers, given how high they are. So I called the innkeeper's wife over to ask her. Yet, before I could say anything, the first words out of Idra's mouth were, "Oh, you're back. Do you want the usual?" I nodded yes, and sheepishly hid my face in my shoulders as she brought a pint of black briar mead and a southern steak. Positively sublime. It was, quite frankly, the most scrumptious meal I have ever tasted, and the portions were just right. I felt full, but not sluggish. And the mead. Something about the honey they use here. It was brilliant. It was then that I realized my doppelganger and I share more than just a face. I wonder if he too has a deep, inexplicable fear of owls. I hope you jest. But if you truly eat owls, I know I will never mistake you for my double.
Oh, you know, little Killed is a handful, and Froa is just so quiet. Well, that's the good and the
No.
bad of it.
Evidently, he came here alone, drank alone, and suffered no company. I wondered if this meant he was sad, lonely, or bitter. Yet, talking with Idra, it seems he was not at all temperamental, save the time he was accosted by my friend. I like to think that he limited his interaction with the locals because he knew war was on the horizon. He understood how much more difficult the fighting would become when your friends are on the other side. You know, We Altmer have selectively bred for centuries in order to maintain a resemblance to our ancestors. In this regard, it is quite accurate to say that many of us do look alike. I am beginning to wonder, however, if there is a point to any of it. What matters is not that we look like the Altmer, but that we act like them. That is the true bond that links me to my doppelganger. I'd start by asking him about his personal history, see where our paths diverged. If our resemblance is truly as uncanny as my friend proposed, then I'm sure he will be as eager to hear about my life as well. Life is strange, my good friend. Life is strange. It takes us places we never thought we'd go, and away from the places we always thought we'd be. Ghana and Gemma said they tried talking to my double on a number of occasions with little response. They hail from Cyrodiil and are loyal to the Empire. I wonder, though, after this is all over, if there will still be an Empire to be loyal to. They call the Dark Elf a stone weaver, for she knits the mind together like a quilt, to ward off the heat from the surrounding earth streams. I have yet to meet her or learn her name. The truth is, I find her a bit intimidating. They are an eclectic bunch and excellent company. I know I should be continuing my search in solitude, but I can't seem to pull myself away. Keld owns the inn and Idra works it. I've heard that he enjoys taking long trips, but never includes his wife. I'm sure the rumors regarding his mistress are false. After all, look at me. Not every spouse who leaves on a journey does so nefariously. Although I did hear he made advances on the Dark Elf before. Purely in jest, I hope. Farewell.
What can I do for you, friend?
Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig up. All right, then.
What would you like to play? Ah, that's a good request. A legend we all know and love.
My goodness, well met.
What would you like me to play?
Farewell.
Only true Imperials request that one. I can play that for you. We drink to our youth, for days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us die. But this land is ours and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them. I hope you'll stay for... Huh? Until next time. I'm gonna need your help in the kitchen tomorrow.
But Papa was going to take me hunting tomorrow.
Ah, I don't think you're old enough for that yet. You can help me salt the cheese curd.
Why can't Froa do it?
Because I'm telling you to.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone.
Papa, Mama's making me do kitchen work again.
And what did you say to that?
She can't tell me what to do.
There you go, son. Be your own man. My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me. Why are you still here?
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.